Luke here with a quick core hitter, something to either start or end your practice with a bit of heat and core activation. So you'll need a block or a block-like object, maybe a large book, and your practice space, and we will get started on our backs. So making your way there. Coming to your back, any comfortable position. You can have feet out wide, knees, inner thighs rocking together, that constructive rest pose, that Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees apart, landing in your comfortable shape and allowing the upper body to be anywhere that feels natural. You can have hands on the heart, hands on the belly, arms out to a T or cactus. And bringing the awareness to the breath. Just finding the natural, easy rhythm. And even though this is more of a strength-based practice, really the work is the same, staying connected to your breath, just like any other yoga practice session. So finding a natural rhythm of breath in through the nose, feeling the breath move into the belly, up into the ribs, not being afraid to allow that breath to travel all the way up into the chest. Oftentimes we get kind of fixated on belly breathing. We forget to let the breath rise. And on the exhale, feel the heart sink down as the ribs contract, coming together, the navel falls at the end of the exhale. And something to focus on or be aware of in this practice is that it's not about the rep count. So I might count at certain moments. Focus more on your form, having good posture. Again, just like any other yoga practice, quality over quantity. And we'll just take one cleansing round of breath together. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale in through the nose, belly, ribs, chest, expand every direction, even into the back body and towards the ground. And exhale out the mouth, HA sound, let it go. If the knees were apart, use the hands to bring them together. And set yourself up for a bridge pose, arms down by your side, Setu Bandhasana. Heels in towards the hips so you can just about tickle the Achilles. Rooting into the soles of the feet, hover the hips off of your mat. Just finding our connection to the ground. Can you magnetize your heels in towards your hips like you're trying to pull your shins underneath you? Feel the hamstrings turning on, feel the glutes awake. Take a sip of breath into the front body. And on the exhale, lower the hips towards the ground. Curl the chest up onto the ribs, finding that hollow C curve. We'll send the legs out long, Ardha Navasana, low boat pose. Hands can be anywhere. You can reach the fingers forward, down on the ground, cactus or up overhead. That'll be the toughest variation. Pressing the low back down, keep lifting through the chest. We'll just hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Setting up for that bridge once again. Feet down, arms down by your side. Take an inhale, hover the hips. Moving a little bit quicker, a little bit more dynamically, just one breath in. Exhale, lower the hips, curl the chest up onto the ribs, send the legs long, low boat pose. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round, bridge pose. Rooting into the feet, hover the hips. Every point of contact of your body in the mat, finding that active compression, active connection. Exhale, lower the hips down. Curl the chest up onto the ribs. Send the legs long, low boat pose. Pressing the low back strong. Can you be engaged through the whole body, even the inner thighs, hugging together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set everything back down to the ground. Grab your block. Nice. And then with the block in hand, we'll bring the knees up towards the chest, stacking the knees at about 90 degrees over the hips. Place the block on top of your thighs, just above the knees. Then place your forearms on the block. Curl the chin to chest, chest to ribs. And then begin to press your forearms into the block. And then press your knees into the block as well. So you're trying to crush the block with your arms and your legs. Find that connection at the middle of your body. Holding here. Option to stay here or press into the left forearm, reach the right arm up overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, right forearm back to the block. If you're with me, we reach the left arm up overhead. Keep pressing into the arms and legs as you reach the left fingers up. Exhale, left forearm to block. Inhale here. And exhale, set everything down. Setting up for that bridge pose. So we're just working front and back body. Take an inhale, open into the chest and hips. Exhale, lower the hips back down. Knees back over the hips, grab the block. One more time here, place the block on the tops of the thighs. As you curl the chest to the rib cage, pressing down in the low back, press your forearms down to the block. Holding here, and you can really make this as active as you want it to be, as tough as you want it to be. Holding here, or again, reach the right arm up overhead, take an inhale. Exhale, right forearm back to the block. Inhale, left arm reaches up and overhead. Exhale, left forearm back to the block. Extend the right leg long, pressing into forearms and left leg. Inhale, right knee back into the block. Extend through the left leg. Draw the left leg back into the block. We're going to keep moving, finding a bit of cross-body connection. Inhale, reach the right arm and the left leg in opposite directions, pressing into the block with left arm and right leg. Exhale, everything comes back to center. Switching sides, left hand and right foot extend away from one another. Exhale, bring everything back to the midline and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Set the block off to the side. Last bridge pose for now. Rooting into the feet, take an inhale, hover the hips, and then with your hands, grab for the outsides or long ends of your mat. Begin to pull it apart like you're trying to rip your mat in half. Notice how that helps to kind of broaden into the collarbones, rolling to the back of the shoulders. Take another inhale, bring the awareness back to the feet. Can you engage through the big toes? And exhale, lower everything down. Last little bit of work on our backs. We're going to grab our block once again. And you're going to hold the block out in front of you, placing the block on the palm. The block is always going to be facing the sky. We're always going to be having straight arms. Essentially what we'll do is we'll sweep the block to the right, up overhead, and then make a transfer into the left hand and sweep the block to the left, finding that revelation or revolution of the block in the hand. So, curling chest to ribs, extend through the legs. Find that low boat pose. From here, roll to the right hip, right butt cheek. The block will sweep up in the right hand. All the way up overhead, you'll make the transfer to the left hand. And then roll to the left hip, left butt cheek. Block moves in the left hand. Back through center, block in the right hand, roll to the right hip. Block moves up overhead. Make the transfer to the left hand as you roll back to the low back. Block in the left hand. From here, we're going to move in the reverse direction. So as you come back through center, block will stay in the left hand, roll to the left hip. Block moves up overhead. Make the transfer in the right hand. Block moves to the right, roll to the right hip. One more time in this direction. Transfer the block to the left hand, roll to the left hip. Block moves up overhead, transfer to the right hand as you come back to the low back, then roll to the right hip. Block moves back through center. And exhale, set the block off to the side. Draw the knees all the way up into the chest. Give the body a hug. And then we'll rock front to back, the length of the spine all the way up to a seat. Take a moment in your seat to kind of melt into some new space. So find that Sukhasana, crossing the legs, feet walking out wide towards the outsides of your mat or the long ends of the mat. Shins are relatively parallel to the top of the mat. Find some length through the spine and just fold over the body. So taking a moment here to use this heat that you just built to melt into some new space. Finding a moment of softening. We have one last little bit of work, little bit of effort to do, but allowing the body to just have a moment to recover and cultivate a different energy. Inhale, roll back up to your seat. We'll just switch the cross of the legs. You can send the legs long, give them a little bit of a shake. We'll revisit this shape in a moment. So use this not only as a time to soften and melt as you fold over parallel shins, but also as a time just to check in. Again, this might be the beginning of your practice. So noticing not only how your core is feeling today, but also how your hips are feeling in this moment. Maybe you notice you have a little bit more space than you typically do at the beginning of your practice, just because we've already opened into some new space, especially with those bridge poses, and even just with the heat and the energy that we've cultivated through our core. And take another round of breath here. Every direction, belly, back body, chest, filling up with breath. Exhale, deepen into some new space. And inhale, rise back up to your seat. We'll shift our weight forward, find a plank pose, or rather find a tabletop first before our plank pose. So coming to hands and knees, take a moment to warm up into the wrists if you need. Circle the shoulders over the hands. Activate through the fingers, claw the mat, tuck the toes, move through the spine for a moment. Let it be fluid, let it be flowy, let it be wavy. Reconnect to the breath. Nice. And then from here, we will step back to our high plank pose. Activate through the feet. Can you find the big toes? And then from here, we're just extending through our plank. So you're going to reach your feet as far back as they can, and your hands will come to the top edges or corners of your mat. And try to keep the hips in line with the heels and your head. So what does that mean? That means don't lift the hips high. Keep that clean line of energy moving through the body. We'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bonus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to that plank pose. We'll find Vashisthasana, side plank on the left side. Roll to the knife's edge of left foot, inside of right, pressing into the left hand. Right hand can be anywhere. Maybe it reaches up to the sky, then bend into the knees, pressing into the L shape of the left hand, thumb and index finger knuckle, and then straighten the legs. So just finding some buoyancy through the lower body as you activate through the left side body. And slowly come back through center. Scissor the feet so the right foot is in front of the left. Pressing into the right foot, the left foot will be behind the right, and you'll float the left foot off of the ground. Again, right hand can be doing anything. Maybe you reach the right arm up to the sky. Feel the left shoulder rolling to the back body. You'll really feel your left side body working here. This is quite a doozy. Come back to your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank, rolling back through center. Inhale. Exhale, rolling to the right side. Knife's edge of right foot, inside of left. Maybe you reach the left arm up to the sky. Bend into the knees, pressing the hips back towards your heels, and then straightening into the legs. We'll do that 2 more times. Bending back, strong through the right hand and the right shoulder. And on this 3rd rep, straighten through the legs. Maybe you reach the left arm high. Again, really feel that right shoulder rolling back towards the spine. Chest is open, hips are stacked. Feet are scissored, press into the left foot, float the right foot up off the ground behind the left heel. Come back to your breath. Not only feeling the strength through the right shoulder, the right side body, but also through the inner line of the legs as well. Especially that left leg will hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through center, high plank. Take an inhale. On the exhale, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Cleansing round of breath in your downward facing dog. Inhale in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale, roll yourself through high plank. Exhale, roll yourself back, downward facing dog, just moving through the spine. Inhale, roll yourself forward. Exhale, roll yourself back. Inhale, roll yourself forward, holding here, high plank. Last bit of work. We have those side planks on each side. We'll start with the right side first this time. Roll to the right. Knife's edge of right foot, inside of left, right into it. Reach the left arm high, press into the left foot. Hover the right foot off the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back through center, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, left side. Knife's edge of left foot, inside of right. Reach the right arm high. Open through the chest. Press into the right foot. Float the left foot off of the ground. Holding here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand lands. Inhale here. Exhale, down dog, hips go high. Inhale, roll through the spine, 1 vertebra at a time. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down with a 5 count, hugging the forearms. Yeah, start again. Find your downward facing dog. Inhale, roll through the spine, forwards to high plank, shoulders over the wrists. Reach the heels back in space. Feel the low belly draw in and up. Hug the forearms together. We take a slow lower to the ground with a 5 count. Lowering for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips, belly, tops of feet. Find the ground. Feel the shoulders roll to the back body. Take an inhale. Find your low cobra. And exhale, lower the chest down. One more time, low cobra. Feel free to stay rooted through the hands. Maybe get a little bit lighter on the fingers or float the hands completely. Maybe even cactus the arms. Take a sip of breath in. Feel the low belly draw in and up. And exhale, place the fingers down on the mat, setting up for oscillating cobra. Elbows point up to the sky. Still strong through the big toes. Inhale, peel the chest up in space. And exhale, right forearm, right cheek. Find the ground or move in that direction. Inhale, coming back through center. Shoulders again moving back to the back body. Exhale, left shoulder, left cheek comes towards the ground. Inhale, slowly roll back through center. Active legs, one more time each side. Exhale, right shoulder, right cheek. Inhale, roll back through center. Exhale, left shoulder, left cheek. Inhale, roll back through center, then stay lifted in your center position. Begin to get lighter on the hands. Float 1 finger on each hand. Then another finger, then another finger, then another finger. You might know where we're going. Float the hands completely. Find your locust pose. Reach the fingers back in space. Allow the palms to face away from one another or away from the midline. So the shoulders really externally rotating. Can you get longer through the legs? And don't worry about a big back bend here. Focus on the length through the spine. Holding here for 5, 4, 3. Find your breath for 2 and 1. Finding a Sphinx pose, place the forearms down. Just for 1 inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lowering the chest all the way down. Create a pillow for your forehead with the backs of your hands or maybe your fists. If it feels nice, windshield wiper the legs right to left. Release some of that work in the low back. Send the legs long. Press yourself up and back to a child's pose. Sitting the hips back in space. Let the forehead ground. Reconnect to the earth, reconnect to your breath. Feel the breath moving from the belly to the back body, to the lower back, backs of the ribs, maybe even all the way up into the shoulders. Feel free to take that cleansing exhale out the mouth, clear some debris, releasing some stale energy from the lungs. And inhale, rise, back up through a seat, swing the legs over to one side, doesn't matter what side, send the legs out long. So from here, you can re-enter into that Sukhasana. If you want to check back into the hips, crossing the legs, shins parallel. If you want to keep opening into the front body, you can find a reverse tabletop. Hands back by the hips, fingers forward, or if you feel like you have some space in the wrist, fingers back. Take an inhale if you're with me, and hover the hips off of the ground. Feel the shoulders rolling back, head falls back. Inhale, firm into the glutes. And exhale, sitting the hips back down. And whether you're folded from your Sukhasana or lowering down from your tabletop, when you're ready, make your way down to your back. From your back, one round of either bridge, wheel, or supported bridge with your block. Placing the soles of the feet now. Arms either down by your side if you're taking the bridge, hands up by your ears if you're taking the wheel, or sitting your block underneath your sacrum, right at the base of the spine. If you're taking your supported bridge, send the legs long from there. So again, this might be the end of your practice. Feel free to get restful and soft and passive. This might be the beginning of your practice. If it is, use the heat and the energy that you've cultivated to take you through the rest of your practice and the rest of your day. As always, thank you so much for practicing with us. Peace.